Good evening, friends. We continue this evening our reading of 1 Samuel. Thank you for joining us. Please do take a moment to post a greeting, share a comment, let us know that you're here with us, and thank you for being with us. And while you're posting those greetings, I invite you to also like this video, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so yet, and feel free to share this with anyone that you think might benefit from this. So, 1 Samuel, let's pull up the big board and start there as we always do. 1st and 2nd Samuel side by side. We're real only interested in 1 Samuel right now. We'll get to 2nd Samuel eventually. But right now we're reading 1 Samuel. So let's zoom in on 1 Samuel. Tonight, we resume our reading at verse 8 of chapter 19. So, back over here, chapter 19. There's a lot going on there. I know, it's right in the heart of a whole lot going on there. This brewing conflict between Saul and David. David has stirred all sorts of emotions in King Saul. We're not actually at the beginning of chapter 19. You may recall the beginning of chapter 19. King Saul had determined that he was going to kill David. And David told Jonathan that Saul, Jonathan's father, was planning to kill him. Jonathan didn't believe it. Jonathan advocated for David. And Jonathan manages, for a moment, to turn the heart of the king away from doing malice and evil to David. Don't think that's going to last, friends, because, well, it's not. But for now, it holds for now. Verse 8 is where we're starting. I'll be reading from the left-hand column from the Complete Jewish Bible, a Jewish Bible, as the name indicates. The right-hand column has the text as it's found in the New Revised Standard Version Updated Edition. Chiefly, I will make reference to that column for moments when Jewish biblical language and Christian biblical language don't match up. Things like the Plishtim are the Philistines. Things like Shaul is Saul. Or Yehonatan, that's Jonathan. Or Michal, that would be Saul's daughter Michal, David's wife. And there's probably a good amount of chance that we will run into other moments like that as we read along here and see how this continues to unfold. This conflict between David and Saul. Got our timer set? Let's read. War broke out again, and David went and fought the Plishtim. He defeated them with a great slaughter, and they fled before him. Then an evil spirit from Adonai came upon Shaul as he sat in his house with his spear in his hand. David was playing his lyre when Shaul tried to pin David to the wall with the spear. But he dodged it and moved out of Shaul's way, so that the spear struck in the wall. David fled, so that night he escaped. Well, that promise to Jonathan didn't last long, did it? But Shaul sent messengers to David's house to watch for him and kill him in the morning. Michal, David's wife, told him, "If you don't save your life tonight, tomorrow you'll be dead." So Michal let David down through the window, and he left, fled, and escaped. Michal took the household idol, laid it on the bed, put a goat's hair quilt at its head, and covered it with a cloth. When Shaul sent messengers to capture David, she said, "He's ill." Shaul sent the messengers to see David with the order, "Bring him up to me, bed and all, so that I can kill him." But when the messengers entered, there before them was the household idol in the bed with the goat's hair quilt at its head. Shaul asked Michal, "Why did you deceive me this way and let my enemy go and escape?" Michal answered Shaul, "He threatened me. Let me go, or I'll kill you." David fled and escaped, then came to Samuel, in Ramah, and told him everything Shaul had done to him. So he and Shmuel went and stayed in the prophet's dormitory. The news reached Shaul that David had been seen at the prophet's dormitory in Ramah. Shaul sent messengers to capture David, but when they saw the group of prophets prophesying, with Shmuel standing and leading them, the Spirit of God fell on Shaul's messengers, and they too began prophesying. When Shaul was told, he sent other messengers, but they too began prophesying. Shaul sent messengers a third time, and they also prophesied. Then he himself went to Ramah. When he arrived at the big cistern in Seku, he asked, "Where are Shmuel and David?" Someone answered, "They're at the prophet's dormitory in Ramah." Well, on his way to the prophet's dormitory in Ramah, the Spirit of God fell on him too, and he went on prophesying until he arrived at the prophet's dormitory in Ramah. He also stripped off his clothes, prophesied in Shmuel's presence, and lay there naked all that day and all that night. Hence it continues to be an expression, is Shaul a prophet too? David fled from the prophet's dormitory in Ramah, returned to Yehonatan, and said, "What have I done? Where have I gone wrong? What sin have I committed that makes your father want to take my life?" Yehonatan replied, "Heaven forbid. You're not going to die. Look, my father does nothing important or unimportant without telling me first. So why should my father hide this from me? It just won't happen. In response, David swore, Your father knows very well that you have made me your friend. This is why he will say, Johannatan must not know this, or he will be unhappy. As truly as Adonai lives, and as truly as you are alive, there is only a step between me and death. Johannatan said to David, Anything you want me to do for you, I'll do. David answered Johannatan, Look, tomorrow is Rosh Chodesh, the full moon. How do they put it here? Yep, new moon. And I ought to be dining with the king. Instead, let me go and hide myself in the countryside until evening of the third day. If your father misses me at all, say David begged me to let him hurry to Bethlehem, his city, because it's the annual sacrifice there for his whole family. If he says, Very good, then your servant will be all right. But if he gets angry, you will know that he has planned something bad. Therefore, show kindness to your servant, for you bound your servant to yourself by a covenant before Adonai. But if I have done something wrong, kill me yourself. Why turn me over to your father? Johannatan said, Heaven forbid. If I ever were to learn that my father had definitely decided to do you harm, wouldn't I tell you? Then David asked Johannatan, Who will tell me in the event your father gives you a harsh word? Johannatan said to David, Come, let's go out in the countryside. They went out, both of them, to the countryside. Johannatan said to David, Adonai, the God of Israel, is witness. After I have sounded out my father about this time tomorrow or the third day, then if things look good for David, I will send and let you know. But if my father intends to do you harm, may Adonai do as much and more to me if I don't let you know and send you away, so that you can go in peace. And may Adonai be with you just as he used to be with my father. However, you are to show me Adonai's kindness not only while I am alive, so that I do not die, but also after Adonai has eliminated every one of David's enemies from the face of the earth. You are to continue showing kindness to my family forever. Thus Johannatan made a covenant with the family of David, adding, May Adonai seek its fulfillment even through David's enemies. Johannatan had David swear it again because of the love he had for him. He loved him as he loved himself. Johannatan said to him, Tomorrow is Rosh Chodesh, and you will be missed because your seat will be empty. The third day, hide yourself well in the same place as you did before. Stay by the departure stone. I will shoot 3 arrows to one side as if I were shooting at a target. Then I will send my boy to recover them. If I tell the boy they're here on this side of you, take them. Then come. It means that everything is peaceful for you. As Adonai lives, there's nothing wrong. But if I tell the boy the arrows are out there beyond you, then get going because Adonai is sending you away. As for the matter we discussed earlier, Adonai is between you and me forever. That, friends, is where we are going to pick up the next time that we read from 1 Samuel, chapter 20, verse 24. In a moment, friends. We will pray evening prayers in another line. Peace be with you. Oh, but first, good evening, Anthony. Good evening, Audrey. Good evening, Mom. I wasn't paying attention to the chat. See you in a few moments in the next live for evening prayers.